Welcome to the channel. Hayward here with a quick tip on visualization in your photography. Visualization from end to end, not just about camera settings or lighting, but taking into account your post-processing. I just finished a session of a classic Indian dancer, Helena. Beautiful girl, beautiful costumes, and it's a perfect example of how I used visualization from end to end to achieve the goals I wanted from my image. The reason this is a perfect example is because I had a few restrictions with this session. I needed to shoot it at a fairly deep stop of f8 for the needs of the client with the post-processing. And I also didn't have a great deal of space between the subject and the backdrop, but yet I wanted the backdrop to be a little bit softer and a little bit darker. So with the lights close to the backdrop and the subject close to the backdrop at f8, how do you do that? Well, you have to take your post-production into account. And in this case, I use Lightroom in my post-production, and it's very advanced and I guess a little bit of AI masking technique. So here are a few examples of pre-processed and post-processed. As you can see in the pre-processed image, they're fairly standard from my studio style of photography, well lit, etc. But in the post-processed, what you'll be able to see is how the background, you'll notice the darkness. You may not be able to notice that it's actually softer. And when I'm finished with these images, I may go a little bit softer yet, because Lightroom allows me to mask in such great detail. I can soften or blur the background, I can darken, lighten, I can do all of this and separately change the exposure and finish of the subject. So when I went into this project, I knew that I could do this, so I lit according to what I knew I could do in post. Visualization. Here are some of the finished images where you can see the darkened, softened background. I think they came out absolutely beautiful. The client loved them. This is just one example of end-to-end visualization. This is a quick tip, and this showed how I use Lightroom to achieve what I wanted to do given the restrictions I had in the studio. I hope you got something out of this video. I look forward to any comments you may have. Until the next video, cheers.